University Wildcat Center, where this afternoon your Wildcats host the Builders from the Apprentice School. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of this afternoon's national anthem. I am your public address announcer, Chris Plano, welcoming you to the Wildcat Center Gym. Now for the starting lineup for this afternoon's men's basketball game. First, for the visiting Builders of the Apprentice School. A 6-foot senior at guard from Hampton, Virginia, number 1, Brandon Joyner. A 6'3" sophomore at forward, Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 3, Ken Smith. A 6'4" sophomore at forward from Cross, South Carolina, number 4, Bryant Fuller. A 5'6" junior at guard from Hampton, Virginia, number 5, Corey Joyner. And a 6'4" senior at forward from Hampton, Virginia, number 20, Drew Walton. The Apprentice School head coach, Tim Sparks. He's assisted by Gio Lasser, Alex White, Ali Brown, and Michael Gainey. All right, Wildcat fans, let's get on your feet and greet your Johnson & Wales University Wildcats. A 6'3" senior at forward from Columbia, South Carolina, number 1, Marley Poole. A 6-foot senior at guard from Raleigh, North Carolina, team co-captain number 3, Malik Bullock. A 6'4" sophomore at forward from Rutherford, South Carolina, number 5, Zarion Wilkins. A 6'5" senior at forward from Huntersville, North Carolina, team co-captain number 11, Robert Hobson. And a 6'7" senior at forward from Covington, Georgia, number 33, Antonio Smith. Your Wildcats are coached in his second season by Dan Larkin. He's assisted by Claude Louise, Matthew Johnson, and the team managers are Miles Myrick and G.
All right, Wildcat fans, there you have it, the starting lineups for this afternoon's game between Johnson & Wales and Apprentice School. Apprentice School comes into this game with a record of 10-9. They're 2-0 in EMAC play, coming off a 93-92 win over Clinton down in Rock Hill last night. Builders currently ranked number 7 in USAA D1. Wildcats 16-3, ranked number 1 in Division II. 3-0 in EMAC conference play. They took care of Warren Wilson 122-75 up in Swannanoa on Wednesday. So the Wildcats ready to roll in this one against Apprentice School. And we're getting ready to tip it up. I don't think the ball's good, but I think we're going to go with it anyway. So Antonio Smith going to jump it up with Bryant Fuller. Apprentice wins the tip to the hands of Corey Joyner. Now over to Ken Smith. And he gets it back to Joyner, now to Fuller. Over to Brandon Joyner. He shoots the three, in and out, no good. Wilkins with the rebound. Quickly front court to Hobson. He can't handle that pass, so turnover gives it back to the Builders. So Joyner working on Bullock. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to Walton. Now to Brandon Joyner. Smith with it, hands it off to Fuller. 10 on the shot clock. Fuller down low to Walton. His shot blocked away by Antonio Smith. Antonio grabs the rebound. The Wildcats will go the other way. Marley brings it front court. Hands off to Bullock. Now Zarian Wilkins has it. Top of the key. Hobson's deep three, no good. Offensive rebound. Briefly collected by the Wildcats, but Apprentice comes out of there with it. Wild shot by Fuller is no good. Rebounded by Hobson. Now Wilkins has it. He'll stroke the three. No good. Rebound comes down to Drew Walton for Apprentice. And nifty pass there as Joyner finds a cutting Walton for the layup. And that gets Apprentice on the board. Bullock cut off. Gets it back to Wilkins. Wilkins fires it over to Marley Poole. He'll take a 15-footer. That's short. Gets his own rebound. And layup is good for Marley. So 2 minutes into this one. 2 points each side. Wildcats in the Builders. Joyner gets it out to Smith. Now back to Corey Joyner. Corey and Brandon brothers. And his shot blocked there by Wilkins. Ball picked up by Malik Bullock. Malik leaves it for Z. Layup no good. Blocked away by the Builders. Good defensive recovery there. And they grab the rebound. Joyner. And they're going to get a tie-up as Hobson got his hand in there to tie up Joyner as he was going to the basket. Joyner asking for the foul. But the Wildcats will get the ball in the alternating possession. It's a good defensive there by Hobson. So Malik has it now, left wing, drives to the free throw line, gets cut off, leaves it for Antonio Smith. His elbow jumper in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound comes down to Brandon Joyner. He gets it over to Smith, now to Corey Joyner. Joyner in the corner to Fuller. Fuller drives baseline, leaves it for Walton, and he lays it up and in. So Walton has all 4 Apprentice points. They're up 4-2. Hobson to Bullock. Bullock drives baseline, kicks it back out to Marley. Poole strokes the three. Too strong. Smith with the rebound. Quickly front court looking for Walton again. This time blocked away by Antonio Smith. And then Brandon Joyner reaches in and commits the foul on Hobson. So first foul on Joyner, first team foul. Bullock around a Smith screen, kicks it out to Wilkins. Now Z drives into the lane, tries to go off glass, no good, but Antonio Smith gets the rebound and he is able to score. So the Wildcats' 2 buckets have come off of offensive rebounds. Joyner over to his brother. That's Brandon Joyner with it now. Fuller, left wing, drives to the middle, spins off of Antonio Smith, loses it for a moment, and Smith gets a block. Ball comes out to Hobson. Hobson quickly front court. And the ball tipped away by Walton. It comes to Smith. And Smith tries to go for a layup. Wilkins there to block it, and then Smith commits the reach in after Zarian. That ball actually kind of flew right into Zarian's chest. A couple subs check in for Apprentice. Caleb Maluski, number 2, and number 23, Marion Moore, are in. So Wildcats have it in the front court, trying to get it post entry to Antonio Smith. He'll take the 17-footer. That's good. So Smith has 4. Wildcats are up 6-4. Joyner over to his brother. Brandon Joyner holds it on Poole. Now they get it to Moore. He's got Wilkins on him. He looks to drive. Ball deflected, saved in by Marley, who gets it to Wilkins. Wildcats have a couple players ahead of the pack. Hobson corrals it. His shot no good. And Walton gets the rebound for Apprentice. They're quickly back front court. Maluski comes into the game. His layup deflected and altered. Marley has it now. Going all the way, reverse layup, no good. Walton with another rebound for Apprentice. They get it to Brandon Joyner. His layup rolls off the front of the rim, no good. Battle for the ball. It eventually lands in the hand of Brandon Joyner. Moore over to Corey Joyner now. Joyner, he'll shoot the long 3, and that's good. So Apprentice back on top, 7-6. Bullock finds a cutting Smith. His layup is good, and the foul. So the and one opportunity for Antonio as fouls on Joyner, his second. DeAndre Williams and C.J. Miller will check in for the Wildcats, replacing Bullock and Wilkins. Sam Morris is going to see his first action for Apprentice, replacing Brandon Joyner. So Joyner will sit with his 2 fouls. Smith will go to the free throw line. And we're going to get a lane violation. They're going to say Smith stepped into the lane. So the free throw went in, but they're going to wipe it off. So still 8-7. Wildcats ahead. Corey Joyner working on DeAndre Williams now. Tries to get in low to Walton. Walton spin moves. Has it blocked away. Don't know if that was Marley or Antonio that got that one. The Wildcats coming the other way. They're getting a palming violation on Marley, so it'll be a turnover. Gives it back to Apprentice School. It's third turnover of the game so far for the Wildcats. Ball poked away by Poole as Joyner was trying to get it to Maluski. So Apprentice will inbound. 15 on the shot clock. Joyner dribbles on the left wing. Now tries to drive on Williams. He'll stop, take the 18-footer, no good. Walton grabs the rebound, kicks it back out to Morris. Now to Maluski. He'll take the 3. That's good. So 10-8 Apprentice leads. 13-13 left to play first half. Hobson working on Morris. Kicks it out to Poole. Marley drives over to C.J. Miller now. They're going to get a travel on Miller as he started his move toward the basket. So that's turnovers on consecutive possessions for the Wildcats. And they're going to get a foul on, looks like Marion Moore away from the ball, trying to set a screen. So it's the first on Moore, fourth on the team. So Malik Bullock's back into the game, as is Brandon Kostick for the first time. Smith, baseline jumper, too strong. Battle for the rebound, last touch by C.J. Miller. So we'll go out of play and over to Apprentice. So Joyner working on Bullock, gets it to Moore. Moore looks to drive, kicks it out to Morris. Morris gets cut off by DeAndre Williams. Dribbles back out, top, 13 to shoot. Now Joyner has it. Gonna look to drive on Williams and Smith. They get it to Maluski, his layup no good. Offensive rebound by Moore, or excuse me, Walton. His layup no good, and Walton gets it again. And he will be fouled. This one fouls on Antonio Smith. So that'll send Walton to the line. Walton's already been credited with 8 rebounds so far. He is a double-double machine for the Builders. First free throw short. Wilkins will check in for Smith. Second free throw also short. Battle for the rebound. Eventually comes down in the hands of Malik Bullock. Bullock quickly gets it to Wilkins. Z tries to drive, then kicks it back out to Kostick. Kostick will pump the three off the side of the backboard, but DeAndre Williams gets the rebound, offensive rebound, and he steps on the sideline, trying to clear space for himself. So turnover will go back over to Apprentice. Walton has it now. Working on Williams, spins off of him. They get it to Walton, but back to Morris as Walton was cut off. Now Maluski. His pass picked off by C.J. Miller. Wildcats have it to Bullock. He kicks it back out. Wilkins for 3. That's good. As Wilkins hits his first 3 of the afternoon. 11-10, Wildcats back out in front. 11:08 left to play. Walton. It's cut off, now kicks it out to Morris. Morris, step back 3, no good. Walton with the rebound. Finds a cutting Maluski, and he's gonna be fouled. Get to the free throw line, shot was no good. Foul's gonna be on Wilkins, his first, team second. So Maluski set for the first. That's good. As Vershawn Ely checks in for the first time, he replaces Sam Morris. Maluski second, also good. So 12-10, Apprentice up. Kostick gets it to Bullock. Malik looks to attack. His little floater in the lane, in and out, no good. Comes down in Walton's hand. So Maluski over to Moore. Moore will take the 15-footer. That's good. The Wildcats working against some Apprentice school pressure. Bullock beats that in the corner to Kostick. Kostick dribbles back out on the wing. Now they get it top of the key to Wilkins. Wilkins will drive and score over Moore. Or excuse me, over Moore. That was on the defendant in there. So quickly. Front court are the Builders. Joyner, who's played the whole way so far for Apprentice School, as has Walton, who has it now down low. His layup rolls off the rim, but Maluski gets the rebound, high off the glass and good. Wildcats again beat the press. Wilkins, he'll shoot another three. That one's off the rim, but C.J. Miller gets the rebound. The ball's blocked out of play, but it'll stay with the Wildcats. 17 on the shot. Poole and Hobson come back in for the Wildcats. Williams and Bullock will check out. Wildcats will trigger it in, out of bounds underneath. Kostick will do the chores for the Wildcats. So he gets it in to Marley. And C.J. Miller cuts to the basket, finds himself all alone. Ball in and out, no good. And they're going to get a foul as Joyner was quickly front court. They're going to call it on C.J., his first. Third on the team. Apprentice inbounds it in the backcourt to Joyner. He's got Poole on him. Screen coming from Walton. And that switch. Joyner has it. Now Moore out top of the key. They get it in the corner. And that was number 22, Avon Hawkins, who came in the game, but he stepped on the sideline. So that turnover gives it back to the Wildcats. 9:04 left, 16-13. Apprentice ahead. Neither team shooting real well. 31.6 for Apprentice, 28.6 for the Wildcats. Hobson, spin move. Kicks it back out to Poole. Marley now back to Rob. Working on Maluski. Spins. Free throw line jumper short. Ball tipped up, and Walton grabs that one. So Maluski being guarded by Hobson. By Kostick. Now to Moore. Over to Hawkins. Hawkins dribbles out top of the key. Now looks to drive. His little runner in the lane is good. And quickly the other way, Wildcats turn it over. As Poole not able to handle that pass. Hawkins now will pump the three. Short air ball. But Walton gets the rebound. They leave it for Moore. His shot blocked by Miller, and then Moore commits the rebounding foul. So it's going to be the second on Moore, fifth on the team. Wildcats will get the ball underneath their own basket. So Fuller's going to check back in for Moore. And Antonio Smith's going to come in for C.J. Miller. I don't know if C.J. may have gotten hit on that last rebounding and the foul there. Just talking to head trainer Caitlin Ilso. Hobson. Long three from Kostick off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Fuller. Joyner pulls up from 17 feet. That's good. 2013, Apprentice by 7. Coach Larkin's going to call a 30-second timeout. 7:40 left. We'll take it with him and be back. So we're back out of that timeout. 20-13, Apprentice School leads Wildcats here. 7:40 left to play in the first half. Johnson Wells just 6 of 23 from the field and 107 from 3. They're also getting out rebounded by 5. 18-13. Drew Walton has 13 of those 18 rebounds for Apprentice School. Hobson, he'll strike the top of the key three, in and out, but Antonio Smith gets the rebound. Wilkins looks to drive, gets cut off, kicks it back out to Hobson. Robert drives in, and they're going to get a block as they're saying that Walton slid under Robert after he had already left his feet. So they'll send Hobson to the line. First foul on Walton, 6-team foul on the Builders. Free throw good for Hobson. So the Wildcats will shoot free throws the rest of this half, which might be a good thing when you're struggling from the field. Sometimes seeing the ball go through the net gets you in the right mindset. Hobson makes both. 2015 Apprentice. So Joyner hands it off to Hawkins. Hawkins working on Brandon Kostick. Now back to Joyner. 12 and a shot. And his ball, that pass picked off by Poole. Marley straight to the rim. Lays it up good. 2017, Wildcats back within 3. Now the Wildcats go with a little token pressure, but they'll back off of it now. So Walton tries to find a cutting Maluski, but Poole steps in front of that pass, kicks it out. Hobson's three, it's in the air. In and out, no good. Kostick with the offensive rebound, tries to get it to Marley, but ball poked away and stolen by Apprentice. Joyner quickly leaves it for Maluski. His top of the key three, no good. Kostick with the rebound. Now Poole has it, front court. And they're going to call that foul on Corey Joyner. So 7th team foul. Marley will be at the line for 1 and 1. First on Joyner. First one good for Marley. DeAndre Williams is going to check in for Kostick. Second one also good for Marley. So Wildcats back within 1 now, 2019. 6:14 left to play first half. Joyner around a couple screens there at top of the key. They find Walton underneath. His layup is good and a foul. Foul is going to be on Wilkins, his second. 14 foul. Walton will be at the line for one shot. Free throw good by Walton, 23-19. So Apprentice responds with a three-point play there. The Wildcats have trimmed the lead to 1. Quickly front court, Poole straight to the basket, lays it in. Nicely done there by Marley. Joyner. Fuller around the screen. And he gets fouled by Poole there as he went to block the shot. Fuller appears to be okay. So it's going to be the first foul on Marley, 5th on the team. We're going to give Fuller a minute here to clear his cobwebs. First free throw good for Fuller. And second one also good for Fuller. Wildcats get it in. And they're going to call it a travel on Williams as he took a lot of contact there from Fuller. Returns it over. Turnover gives it back to Apprentice School. Maluski thought about the three from the top of the key, but gets it back to Joyner. Fuller on the wing. He shoots long jumper, no good. Pull with a rebound. Quickly up court to Hobson. Robert floater, good. Shot rolls in and out, no good. Quickly front court. Wilkins, his floater's good. That ties things up there. Joyner out to Maluski. He drives, gets cut off. They swing it back to Joyner. Joyner shot up and in. 27-25. Marley has it now. Front court, swings it back to DeAndre. Hobson, he'll stroke the long three. That's good. Wildcats back on her front, 28-27. Fuller, he'll shoot the three. That's good. So the shooting percentages are starting to pick up. Three in the air from Hobson, in and out. Offensive rebound goes right to DeAndre Williams. He loses it. Walton has it. Gets it over to Maluski. There's three players on the floor for it, two Wildcats and a builder. Joyner, in and out. And they're going to get the foul on Ely. Morris checks back in for the builders. Bullock will check in, as will Miller. Wilkins and Poole will sit down. Or actually, Poole is not. DeAndre Williams is checking out. And that'll have Hobson at the line for 1-and-1. Nate Downs going to make his first appearance of the game for Apprentice, replacing Fuller. So Hobson at the line for 1-and-1. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first half. That free throw good. That's 8 points now for Hobson. Second one also good. Robert ties the score at 30. Joyner around Bullock. Runner in the lane, that's good. Joyner has that little floater game working today. He's able to get it into the lane and get that shot off. Poole will stroke the three. That's good. Marley starting to heat up, as are the Wildcats from deep, 33-32, back up by one. Joyner stops, throws it up off the rim. This time no good, but once again, Walton there. His shot blocked away and rebounded by Poole. Now quickly out to Bullock. Malik looking for C.J. Miller. C.J. into a bunch of traffic. He loses it right to the hands of Downs. Builders quickly up court. Reverse layup is good by Morris. Builders back up by one, 34-33, in a back and forth first half. We're under 2 minutes to play. Poole, catch and shoot three. It's good. Hobson with the assist there as Marley puts the Wildcats back up by two, 36-34. Marley's got 14. Maluski out to Walton, top of the key. Now to Morris. Morris dribbles, cut off. They give it to Downs with 10 to shoot. Downs looking for someone to get it to. Maluski has it. Now to Morris. He fumbles it briefly. Now he'll shoot the long three. Nothing's there. And they're going to get a foul. Shot clock violation is going to be the call. Or they're going to get a rebounding foul on Apprentice. Officials are talking it over. And they're going to get the foul on Walton. I think maybe they're going to say that he cleared some space there to try and get a shot. So Smith checks in for Walton. So Wildcats have the ball up by two, 1:15 left to play. Hobson looking to drive, gets cut off, and they're going to call Morris for the arm bar. So that's going to send Hobson back to the line. It's the 10th team foul on the Builder, so it'll be two shots for Robert. 1:08 left to play in the half. First foul on Morris. Hobson's free throw rolls around and falls through. He's in the double figures now with 11. Second one also good. So 38-34. Joyner played the whole half here for Apprentice, working on Bullock. They get it to Smith. Smith looks to drive, goes right to the basket. His layup is good. Nice move there by Smith. So about a 17-second differential shot clock to game clock. Hobson, and they're going to get a jump ball there as Joyner reached in on Hobson. So it'll go back over to Apprentice, 41.8. So it'll be, Wildcats will get it at least one more time here. Apprentice uses the whole shot clock. Joyner over the timeline. Now dribbling over against Bullock. 12 in a shot, 11. Apprentice just now starting to work into some semblance of an offense. 6. Joyner again looking them for that floater, and he's going to get fouled as he had a little pump fake, and that's going to be the third on Wilkins. Z can't believe it. So that'll send Joyner to the line, 15.1 left. He'll have a chance to tie this one up. Joyner's first one is good. Ely and Fuller check in, replacing Morris and Downs. Kostick checks in for the Wildcats, replacing Wilkins. Joyner's second one, no good. Rebound comes down to Poole, 13 seconds. Bullock has it now with 10. They get it to Marley with 7. Gets free of his man, shot no good. Wildcats get the offensive rebound. Bullock over to Kostick. His three is in the air, but after the buzzer. So we'll head to the halftime break with the Wildcats up by 1, 38-37. We'll be back in about 13 minutes with halftime stats and out-of-town scores. Back here at halftime, Johnson Wales up 38-37 on Apprentice School. Checking the out-of-town scores, there was one other EMAC conference game today. Warren Wilson is up in Elizabeth City to take on Mid-Atlantic Christian. That was a 12 o'clock tip, but we haven't gotten any score update on that one as of yet. Elsewhere in the UCAA Division II, third-ranked Cincinnati Claremont hosting Campbellsville Harrisburg, a 3 o'clock tip. Most of these games are later on today. Fourth-ranked Penn State Mount Alto on the road at Penn State Beaver, also hosting Penn State Lehigh Valley at 3 o'clock. Sixth-ranked NHCI hosts number 9 Central Maine Community College. That's a 2 o'clock start. Getting ready to tip in just a few minutes here. Number 8 Vermont Tech hosting Great Bay Community College at 3. 12th ranked Berkeley of New York hosting Villa Maria at 1. Do not have a score update on that one. And 14th ranked Kent State Tuscaroras hosting Miami Middleton at 3 as well. That's all the ranked action today. Halftime stats in this one. Johnson Wales shoots 13 of 35, 37.1%, 4 of 14 from 3, 28.6%, 8 of 9 at the free throw line, 88.9%. Apprentice shoots 14 of 36, 38.9%, 3 out of 8 from deep, 37.5%, 6 of 9 at the foul line, 66.7%. Wildcats are +1 on the rebounds, 22-21. They have 8 on the offensive end. Apprentice School has 9 on the offensive end, due in large part to Drew Walton, which we'll get to in a minute. Wildcats have 4 assists, 5 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turnovers. Apprentice Schools has 4 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, also 10 turnovers for the Builders. Individually, Marley Poole leads all scorers with 14 points. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 at the foul line. He does have 5 rebounds and 3 steals. Robert Hobson, 11 points on 2 of 8 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3, 6 of 6 at the foul line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Rob. 7 points for Zerion Wilkins, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, a rebound and a block for Z. 6 points for Antonio Smith, 3 of 5 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 on the offensive ends, also 3 blocks for Antonio. Malik Bullock played but did not score, did have 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Brandon Kostick, 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 2 from deep, does have 2 rebounds, no points for Brandon. DeAndre Williams, 0 of 1, 2 rebounds for DeAndre in 9 minutes, and CJ Miller played 10 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 2 rebounds for CJ, who did not score as well. For Apprentice, Corey Joyner with 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 at the foul line, 2 assists for Joyner. 7 points for Caleb Maluski, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 5 points for Bryant Fuller, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 at the foul line. 7 points for Drew Walton, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 at the foul line. 16 rebounds in the first half for Walton, 7 on the offensive end, as he definitely been the warrior on the boards for Apprentice School. 2 points for Ken Smith, and 1 of 1 from the field. 2 points for Avon Hawkins, 1 of 2 from the field. Marion Moore, 1 of 2 from the field. Sam Morris, 1 of 3 from the field. Nate Downs played but did not score, as did Vershawn Ely for Apprentice School. So that about brings you up to speed on the first half stats, and we're just about ready to go with second half action. Wildcats up 38-37. So Wildcats will start with the ball. Wildcats go back to where they're starting lineup. Hobson has it now. They leave Hobson alone for 3, and he takes it and makes it 41-37. Wildcats now with their biggest lead of the game. This had to have been a missing defensive assignment there for someone on the Builders. Joyner out to his brother. Now over to Walton. Walton looking for someone to get it to, working on Antonio Smith. Now back to Brandon Joyner. His three is good. So Brandon Joyner answers Hobson's three with one of his own to pull the Builders back to within one. Wildcats have it front court. Hobson gets a screen from Smith. Now back to Bullock. He'll take the 17-footer. That rattles around and falls. Pass too hot to handle for Moore, but it comes right down to the hands of Joyner. And then Corey Joyner, yes, that was Corey Joyner that drove and had his shot rejected. Wilkins on the other end leaves that little runner short. Walton with another rebound. Fuller has it now. Back top of the key to Joyner, to Fuller. Now Brandon Joyner with it. He looks to drive, gets cut off, spin, blocked by Antonio Smith. Pull with the rebound. He finds Malik Bullock way out in front of everybody, and Malik lays it up and in, 45-40. So Smith, he'll stroke the three from the top of the key, no good. Fuller grabs the rebound into Joyner. Now they kick it over to his brother. Brandon runner, no good. Ball tipped around, and Antonio Smith eventually corrals it. Malik Bullock, front court for the Wildcats. Has the ball knocked out of his hand by Brandon Joyner. It'll be Wildcats ball out of bounds underneath. 22 on the shot clock. Bullock will trigger it in underneath. Gets it in a pull. He strokes the three, rattles around, in and out, no good, but Antonio Smith there on the offensive board to put it back. 47-40. Corey Joyner nearly double dribbled there. So Apprentice will run some offense. He gets a screen from Walton, kicks it out to his brother. Brandon Joyner's three's in the air, no good. Smith with the rebound. Wildcats will look to push again. They get it in the corner to Wilkins. Z drives, kicks it back out to Malik. Bullock has his pocket picked by Joyner, and they're going to say tied it up, and possession area gives it back to Apprentice. So good defense there by Brandon Joyner. He's able to wrestle that one away from Bullock. Earn his team another possession. So the Builders have the ball down by 7, their biggest deficit of the game. Joyner picks up his dribble. Now gets it out to Fuller. Trying to throw it to Walton. Double team comes. They eventually get it out to Smith. He takes a 19-footer, no good. But the ball goes right to Fuller. His layup is no good. Battle for the rebound comes to Joyner, and he gets blocked from behind by Poole out of play. So the ball stay with the Builders. 14 on the shot clock. So Corey Joyner will trigger it in. Looking for someone to get it to. Eventually gets it to Walton. Walton working on Wilkins. And they're going to call the foul on Poole, I believe, on the reach in as Joyner spun to go up. Yes, it will be on Marley. First on the team. Actually, they're going to call that on Wilkins. So it's going to be Z's fourth. So Wildcats are going to get C.J. Miller in for Z. Free throw is good. So they are going to charge the foul to Marley and not. Foul is not on Z. So first free throw for Walton was good. He has 8 points so far today. Second free throw also good for Walton. So 47-42. Hobson has it front court. Kicks it back out to Bullock. Bullock will look to drive down the lane. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Walton with the rebound for Apprentice. Joyner spins on Bullock. His reverse layup no good. Z has the rebound. Gets it out to Marley. Marley drives. Layup no good. Offensive rebound by Marley. Layup no good again. And eventually Joyner gets the rebound for Apprentice School. Kicks it back out to Smith. Smith strokes the three, in and out, no good. Hobson with the rebound. Robert brings it front court. Loses it. Fuller touches it last before it goes out of play. So we get subs for each team now. Moore and Maluski come in for Apprentice and replace Fuller and Smith. Miller checks in for Antonio Smith for the Wildcats. So 23 on the shot clock. 15:49 left in the game. Wildcats up by 5. Hobson working on Maluski. Robert leaves it for Miller now. CJ spins into the lane. His little runner is good. 49-42. Miller's first bucket of the game. And then we're going to get and one as Brandon Joyner able to score, absorb some contact, and will earn a trip to the free throw line. So Joyner will go to the line with a chance to complete the three-point play. Now short. Rebound comes down to Wilkins for the Wildcats. Z brings it front court. He'll stop, pop the three, no good. Corey Joyner gets the rebound, gives it to Walton. Walton scores, and he's fouled by Wilkins. So that will be the fourth on Z. Kostick will check in for him. And Walton will go to the free throw line, a chance to get it within 2. Free throw no good. Kostick runs down the rebound there for the Wildcats. So Walton, with 10 points now, has a double-double. And they're going to call the charge on Miller as Walton drew that one. Miller down on the baseline. Checking on Miller. It's the 14th foul on the Wildcats this half. The Builders have yet to commit one. 15:05 left. Miller slowly on his hands and knees now, up on his feet. He's slowly walking off over to the bench. That last free throw for Walton gives him 1,000 for his Apprentice career. So significant milestone for Walton. So recognize him. Apprentice will trigger out of bounds underneath their own basket off the turnover. Corey Joyner now working on DeAndre Williams, who's into the game. Passes him off. Ball stolen away by Hobson. It goes behind his back, but then loses it to Brandon Joyner. Quickly up ahead is Maluski. They kick it out to Corey Joyner. His three up, no good. Z with the rebound. And he finds DeAndre Williams ahead of the pack. Williams layup, good. Past the leaping Marion Moore. So that puts the Wildcats back up by 5, 51-46. Frantic exchange there, and the Wildcats benefited from it. It looked like that Apprentice may have something going on the other end. So 10 to shoot. Moore has it now. Looking on Kostick, leaves it for Maluski. Underneath to Walton. Walton drives, layup good. 51-48. Hobson, he'll stroke the deep three. Off the rim, no good. Walton with another rebound. Brandon Joyner up, layup no good. Ball last touched by Corey Joyner. And it'll go to the Wildcats. Bullock checks in, as does Chalon Stafford-Gill, replacing Hobson and Marley Poole. Rashawn Ely's going to come in for Apprentice. Little three-quarter court pressure shown here by Apprentice. Williams gets it over half court, and they're going to call the foul on Walton, trying to go for the steal. Kind of a silly foul there. First on the team, but I believe that's going to be Walton's third. So it is the third on Walton. Wildcats will trigger right in front of their bench. Kostick gets it into Williams. Williams on Maluski, now over to Bullock. Malik will take the 18-footer, that's good. So Bullock puts the Wildcats back up by 5. Williams picks the pocket of Joyner. Now the Wildcats have a 3-on-2 the other way. Left-handed layup is good by Williams. 55-48, Wildcats back up by 7. Joyner trying to get around Bullock. Malik doing his best to stay in front of him. Now gives it to Moore. Moore looks to drive, cut off, back to Joyner. Joyner spins in the lane. That one's short. Walton with the rebound, working on Stafford-Gill. Layup no good. Kostick grabs that board. Wildcats break out of the pack. Wilkins looking to drive. He gets past Moore, misses the layup. And then Ely all alone on the other end to score for Apprentice. Coach Larkin's going to call a timeout. 55-50, 12-14 left. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him and be back in just a second. So we're back here, 12-14 left to play, second half, 55-50, Johnson & Wales ahead. Fuller checks back in for the Builders out of the break. So they have Ely, Corey Joyner, Fuller, Maluski, and Moore. Wildcats have Williams, Kostick, Wilkins, Stafford-Gill, and Bullock. Williams right to the bucket, lays it up and good. So Williams with 6 in a row here. Wildcats up by 7. They get, Bullock gets the poke away, and then Corey Joyner commits the foul on Williams, trying to go for that one. So second team foul on the Builders. Second on Joyner. So Bullock over to Williams now. DeAndre kicks it out to Kostick. Brandon drives to the lane, leaves it for Stafford Gill. His shot blocked. Wilkins gets the offensive board, and he puts it up and in. 59-50. Bullock doing his best to stay in front of Joyner. Now they get it to Fuller, 15 on the shot. Maluski, right corner. DeAndre Williams all over him. They're trying to find more underneath. Wilkins doing a good job fronting. Long three is no good with 5 on the shot clock by Joyner. Wildcats get it up ahead. Bullock scores. And now going to be a timeout for Coach Sparks and Apprentice, a full timeout as the Wildcats have gone up 61-50. We'll take the full timeout with them and be back in a minute. So back out of the timeout, 61-50, Wildcats ahead. Apprentice gets Walton back in the game after that timeout as they were really stagnant on that last offensive possession without him in there. And also Brandon Joyner's back into the game for the Builders. Corey Joyner has it now, 15 to shoot. Stafford Gill working hard on Walton. They get it to Walton. He'll take the 19-footer short. Rebound goes to Maluski. His shot no good. Moore's rebound attempt and follow is no good. Stafford Gill gets that rebound. The Wildcats are out of the pack with it. Bullock spins in the lane, gets his shot blocked. They're going to call the jump ball as Maluski reached in to block that one. And so it'll stay with the Wildcats. 23 on the shot clock, 10:25 in the game. Wildcats looking to trigger it in. They finally get it into Wilkins. Z, he'll stop, shoot the three. That's short, but rebound comes right to DeAndre Walton. Now to Kostick, top of the key three. That's short as well. Marion Moore grabs that rebound for Apprentice. He's bringing it up front court. They get it out to Brandon Joyner. Joyner drives, scores, and is fouled. They're going to get the foul on Kostick, his first foul, 15 foul. And Joyner will go to the line for one shot. So Hobson Miller, who's okay, and Poole are going to check back in, replacing Chalon Stafford Gill, Wilkins, and DeAndre Williams. Now Joyner for the left-handed free throw. That's good. Apprentice back within 8, 61-53. Marley has it now. He'll step back, shoot the three, rolls in and out, no good. And they're going to say last touch by Wildcat, so it'll go over to Apprentice. Quickly front court to Brandon Joyner. Looking to drive on Bullock, does, leaves it for Walton, and they're going to call the travel on Walton as Joyner ran right into Walton and forced him off his mark and caused the travel. Actually, they're going to call the travel on Joyner. They're going to say Joyner traveled before he gave Walton the ball. So Wildcats have it. C.J. Miller working on Walton. Turns, shoots, leaves it short. Corey Joyner with the rebound. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Marion Moore. His 15-footer is good. 61-55. Poole ahead of the pack, lays it up and good. That's 16 now from Marley, his first points of the second half. Puts the Wildcats back up by 8 as we tick to the 9-minute mark here. Joyner in the corner with it, 5 to shoot. Now switch off to Kostick. Walton gets it with 1-0, and shot clock violation. Good job there by the Wildcats denying any good looks for Apprentice School. And we're going to get a technical foul on Brandon Joyner, as he said something the official didn't like. So the Wildcats will shoot a couple free throws and then get possession of the ball. Third foul on Joyner, third on the team. So Hobson will go to the line for the technical free throws. Robert makes the first. And the second. So Wildcats back up by 10. They'll have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket off the turnover. And Apprentice will get Fuller into the game. And Joyner will come out. So Apprentice going to show some token full court pressure here. Bullock hands off to Miller. CJ working on Walton. Spin move to the basket. Layup no good. Moore with the board for Apprentice. And they get it to Corey Joyner. Joyner right to Walton, and he'll be fouled by Kostick. Second on Kostick's 16 foul, so Apprentice will shoot 1 and 1 or 2 the rest of the way. Moore at the line, or excuse me, Walton at the line. He's 3 of 6 today. Make it 3 of 7 as he misses the first. Walton will have one more. They say this is a shooting foul. Makes that one. 65-56, Wildcats up by 9. Hobson brings the ball across half court, gets a screen from Marley. Now they give it back to Marley with Maluski all over him. Marley drives to the basket. His layup no good. A lot of contact there, but no call. Moore out front of the pack. Good straight up defense there by C.J. Miller, and they're going to call a tie up, so it'll stay with the Builders on the jump ball. So 24 on the shot. So Apprentice will inbounds underneath the basket. Moore will throw it in. They get it in quickly to Walton. Now over to Joyner. They're going to get a hold on Kostick. And they're going to send Maluski to the line. That one was away from the ball, right underneath the basket. Maluski. His shot is good. 65-57. Second free throw, also good for Maluski, 65-58. So Wildcats back in, 3 for Kostick, in and out, no good. And they're going to get a charge on Miller. As Miller takes another hard tumble. So 8th team foul. Fourth on Miller, 18 foul. Wilkins will check in for Miller. Walton will be at the line. Free throw good. 65-59. And that free throw is good as well, 65-60. Kostick spins off of Moore. Layup up and around is good. 67-60. Wildcats up by 7. 7:20 left to play. They kick it out to Fuller. He strokes the corner three. That's short. Rebound by Maluski. So Apprentice will get another chance at it. Joyner. Cross court to Fuller. 9 to shoot. They leave it to the free throw line. Moore converts from there. (67-62). DeAndre Williams into the game. His layup is good. So 69-62. Corey Joyner now into Walton. Walton spins off his man and scores. 6:25 now. Poole. And they're going to call the foul there on Fuller. It's going to be the 14th foul. Smith checks in, replacing Kostick. 23 on the shot clock. Williams looking to inbound. Gets it into Hobson. He shoots the corner three. That's good. Big shot there by Hobson. Puts the Wildcats up by 8. Moore working on Wilkins. Wilkins with the 4 fouls, not much he can do there. Moore scores, 72-66. Hobson, cross court to Wilkins. Wilkins drives. His runner in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound by Antonio Smith is no good. So Joyner loses it, but it goes right to Moore. Moore, and they're calling a jump ball, which is a great call there. Wildcats get it on the alternating possession arrow, so 5:27 left. Wildcats up by 6. Wildcats will bring it front court here. They throw it into Smith. Smith goes to work on Walton. His jump hook, good. Beautiful call there by the Wildcats. 74-66 as we hit the 5-minute mark. Walton, who's gone the whole way, I believe, at point, or excuse me, Joyner. Corey Joyner, that is. Fuller has it in the corner. Back up to Walton. Walton drives. His layup is good. There's going to be a timeout for Apprentice School. Walton now has 20 points and 21 rebounds. So a 20-20 game for Walton. He's got 13 defensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds. Rebounds as a team are 39 apiece. So out of the timeout, it's a 30-second timeout. Wildcats come back with Williams, Hobson, Wilkins, Smith, and Poole. Apprentice comes back with Corey Joyner, Maluski, Moore, Fuller, and Walton. So Apprentice is going to fall back into their zone. Marley looks to drive, free throw line jumper up and good. 76-68, 4:34 left. Corey Joyner has it over to Walton, now to Maluski. Ball poked away by Marley. Marley's going, gets fouled, and scores! And one coming up for Marley. So that puts the Wildcats up 78-68. And Marley will be at the line for one more. Marley now with 20. Converts that one. Second 20-point game in a row. He had 24 up at Warren Wilson on Wednesday night. Joyner working on Williams. Gets a screen from Walton. Drives in, blocked away by Smith. Williams tries to throw the bounce pass to Poole, but it hits off of a Apprentice School player leg, and they pick it up. And that gets a 3 by Corey Joyner. So back within 8. 3:45 left, 79-71. Hobson shoots the deep 2. That's no good. Moore with the rebound for Apprentice. Builders looking to cut into this lead a little bit further. Walton loses it, poked away by Smith, and then Joyner reaches in on DeAndre Williams. Just the 16th foul, so the Wildcats will have it out of bounds on the sideline. Malik Bullock checks in for DeAndre Williams. So Bullock gets it into Hobson. Robert, runner in the lane, that's good. 81-71, 3:15 left. Joyner over to Moore. Moore takes the 17-footer, that's good. Good quick offense there for the Builders as we tick under 3. Hobson loses the dribble, regains. Now gets to the pool. 19 on the shot. Marley takes the 3, no good. Moore grabs the rebound for Apprentice. They're quickly front court, looking for Maluski. His layup is good. 81-75. Malik going to slow it down for the Wildcats. 2:30 left. Gets it to Smith. Antonio will take the 17-footer. That's short, but Wilkins gets the rebound. His layup no good. Smith with another offensive rebound, and he puts it up and in. As the Wildcats gang rebounding on the offensive end, pays off there for a sorely needed bucket. It'll be a timeout called by Coach Sparks for Apprentice School. 2:09 left, 83-75. We'll take it with them and be back in a minute. So Apprentice will trigger it in off the near sideline. Brandon Joyner's back in the game. His first appearance since picking up that technical foul about 8 minutes ago. Gets it into Walton. Walton hands it off to Corey Joyner. Corey Joyner back to Brandon. He'll pump the 3. That's good. $83-78. 1:52 left. Hobson gets it to Wilkins. Wilkins drives, kicks it back to Hobson. 14 to shoot. Hobson's shot blocked away. Goes out of bounds, so Johnson Wells will have it with 13 left on the shot clock. Bullock looking to trigger it in, does to Antonio Smith. And they're going to call the charge on Antonio Smith as Walton took it. Turnover gives it back to the Apprentice School. Coach Larkin does not agree with the call whatsoever. So the Builders going to get it down by 5 here. 1:39 left. Joyner picks it up just in front of the half-court line. Gets it to Moore. Moore looks the drive, kicks it out for Maluski. Maluski, layup no good, hits the other side of the rim. Antonio Smith grabbed it. Good defense there by Bullock. The Wildcats have it, 1:20 left. 24 on the shot. Malik leaves it for Antonio. He shoots the 15-footer, no good. Brandon Joyner with the rebound. Ahead to Corey Joyner. He stops, kicks it out to his brother. He looks to drive, layup no good. Rebound comes down to Malik Bullock. Gets it out to Z. Z. And blocked by Maluski. And last touch by the Builder. So the Wildcats will have it 57.8, 25 seconds on the shot clock. No trigger out of bounds underneath. Malik will do the honors. They get it into Marley, and he cuts right to the basket and scores. Puts the Wildcats back up by 7, 85-78. Corey Joyner now dribbles into the lane, kicks it back out to his brother. Brandon back to Corey. Working on Marley, trying to create some space. 14 on the shot, 37 in the game. He drives, little scoop shot, no good. Malik Bullock gets that rebound, up ahead to Poole. And Marley dunks and is fouled. That might just about do it. 87-78. It's going to be the 16th, 17th foul on the Builders. 4th on Brandon Joyner. Poole will go to the line for one shot. Put the Wildcats up by 10 if he can make it. Marley's free throw is good. 88-78. So the Builders have it now, 24. Got to go quickly. Joyner picks up his dribble, gets it into Walton. He's fouled by Smith, so he'll go to the free throw line. Be 2 shots here. 3rd foul on Antonio. Walton with 20 points and 21 rebounds. That free throw good, so Walton now with 21 and 21. Ely checks in for Joyner. 18.6 left. Second free throw also good. So Wildcats get it in to Wilkins, now to Bullock, front court. Wildcats can just dribble out the clock here. Apprentice doesn't look like they're going to foul, so that'll do it. Wildcats will improve to 17-3, 3-0, or excuse me, 4-0 in EMAC play. Apprentice drops to 10-10 and 2-1 in EMAC play. So that'll about wrap it up from here. We'll be back on the air in about 15 minutes with the women's game between these two teams. So check back in with us then for the time being. I am Chuck Charles signing off for this one. We'll see you in a little while.